Welcome back to No Man's Land for episode 29 with me, Farm Sim Snowy. Good morning everyone. I'm just giving our little vent a much needed wash off. That's pretty perfect, lovely. Right, since the last episode I removed some eggs. We've got a full trailer of eggs over here which we need to sell. We've got easily, open that up, as you can see there, easily another trailer and a little bit more eggs left, and then the chickens and the pigs are just going to need a little clean up with their feed. We're going to harvest the sugar beets today and possibly the corn, and the sugar beets are going to go into the pigs, and I might buy some more pigs today as well. So what we need to do really is I'm going to jump in the pickup because I think it'll be a bit quicker. See where the best price is for the eggs. Probably the bakery. Oh no, that mixes it up a bit. I think the last 2 or 3 times we've sold eggs we've gone to the bakery. So vehicle shop grains, 3,313. That is a good price. So I think this should hook up to this pretty well. It looks a bit high actually, but ooh. That's alright, that looks alright, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to go and sell this trailer full, come back and get another trailer and possibly the last little bits that are left over. So that's all the eggs sold off, and we made quite a tidy little profit there if we have a quick look. 154,000. That's pretty good. It's bumped our money right up. So we're going to take this back, and then we need to lease a sugar beet harvester with a header and then crack on with that. I think what we might do is sell our little wood trailer. I'll tow that down to the shop and we'll lease the harvester for the sugar beets, because I don't think we need that little trailer anymore. It's too small. I think if we've got a sawmill now, so we've got opportunities to do a bit more bigger logging than that, just that little trailer, which also means I'm thinking about selling the wood chipper over there, because that's kind of going to be a little bit redundant. It's been very handy though, chucking the little logs in. What I might do if we do sell that is try and squeeze another shed in there. I'm not sure what the terrain's like there. We'll soon find out. Before we do that though, I'm just going to clean the chickens and the pigs up. Let's see if I can squeeze in here and get our front loader with the great big wheels we've got on. That'll do. I've got a few ideas running around my head about changing the farm and improving the farm. One of them being, I'm thinking about moving the chickens over to where all the other animals are, which would make sense because it would keep all our animals together in one space then. And then possibly getting a little skid steer just for cleaning up, just leave it over that side of the farm with its main job doing what we're doing now, just cleaning up. The sunflowers are coming along nicely, they're lovely. Where's our track gone? There it is. Let's put them down a bit before we have an accident. Yeah, because I said before, this whole area is quite flat, so it's going to be for our animals mainly. Turn the lights off. Oh, and also I completely forgot the pallet that we use for the eggs. There's the same pallet, but there's a wall version of it, so before we went to sleep last night I got one of them and put it down there, so they will auto stack onto there, which is good. And we've got all this wall so far, but we won't sell that yet, we'll let it build up. And the pigs, I've made a little bit of a mess. Just tip that straight back in. Excellent. Right. So let's go and do some sugar beeting. Like I say, I'll take that little trailer down to the store and we'll sell that. I just really can't see there any need for it now. If we're going to be doing some logging, some forestry work, we're going to be doing it on a bigger scale than that, I think. I'm going to get a lot for this because it was pretty cheap to buy anyway. Oh, and also this little area there to the left, as you can see, it's slightly different colour to this bit here. I mowed that as well last night and chucked it in the bunker silo just to pass the time. Right, I'll whiz this down at the shop and I'll see you down there. Right, let's drop that there and we'll get out of the shop because it always seems to want to buy the tractor if we stay in there. like I say, we're not going to get a lot for that. I can't even remember how much we paid for it. Yeah, 3,372. It served its purpose though. Very handy little tool it's been for us in the past. Right. Beet technology. Now we could go for this cheaper one, Panther 2, but my thinking is just to speed it up, because sugar beets and potatoes take absolutely ages. We could have this Holmer HR12 header. It's 5.4 meter width, which is the biggest one at the minute, like so. So I think we'll go for that. 104,000. That's ridiculous. That's the only thing with potatoes and sugar beets. So we need this one, this harvester, to go with that header. I wonder if it would fit on there. I'm not going to chance it. We're going to go for this one. So we'll lease that. I'm not worried about the wheels. Doesn't make a difference anyway. 25,000. It's a good job we got quite a bit of money in the bank. We'll lease that. And then we'll get ourselves the header, which was this one. There you go, no other options. That's another 5,000, so that's over 30,000 we've done on that. And there is the absolute monster of a machine with the header. You park that tractor there, it's right in the way. Right, up to the farm we go. I'll see you up there, guys. Here we are then. What I might do is just do a couple of strips down this end so we've got a bit more space to turn. I'm not sure how much we're going to get off of this field. Be interesting to see. So we need to unfold this bad boy, the harvester. Unfold the header. And I think that is it. Pretty good. A bit quicker than I thought, actually. Wrong way. Make sure we don't crash into our corn. Right, that should give us a little bit more room now. Let's crack on. So that is that field done. We've got a full trailer load here. What I'll probably do is tip this one in our silo for a second, just so we can empty the harvester and off hire it. I don't want to be spending more money than we have to on that. Quite a good amount off of that. I was quite impressed how quick it was as well. Then we'll leave whatever's in this trailer in it. I'll run this harvester back down to the shop, off hire it, off unlease it, whatever you want to call it, grab our fent back, and then we'll come back up and I think we'll get some more pigs. So we'll leave that there. Jump in here, and I'll see you shortly, guys. We'll back up here. What I might do is just fill this trailer up. I can't imagine them taking more than what we've got in there, but you never know with pigs, they eat anything and everything. And then we'll head over that way. But we won't tip it in yet. We'll grab the animal trailer and we'll go and get some more pigs. Obviously the more we add in, it's going to decrease the water and everything else. So we'll just leave that there. And we'll grab this, we'll cut through this way. Because we can. No one's here to tell us off. You can just about see the old track just there. So yeah, if we get another 12 pigs, I'm pretty sure we've got 18, so that'll take us up to 30. As you can see, sugar beets are all harvested. All the sunflowers are ready to go as well. More work for us to do. Lots and lots to do. Obviously we're not going to cram it all into this episode though. We've got that whole new area, plots 29 and 30 that I want to mow, which I'll do off camera, and we'll tip that into our bunker silo. We've got our actual grass field, which I'm going to mow again and tip that into the bunker silo. So we should have quite a lot in there by the end of that. And the bit we've got in there, I think it's just, what was it, 533,000 something we've got in there so far. I compacted that down to 100%, just so that we haven't got so much to do next time when it's full. Right, we had these little fellas, didn't we? Let me just check, I've just been on this menu. Yeah, black and white. So we want a full trailer load. Like so, confirm. They're in the back, you can just see them. And then they will whiz these back up and put them in their new home. obviously the more pigs we've got, the quicker they're going to breed, and when they start breeding really quick, I think we might sort of sell a few off of them here and there, because they're quite good money earners like that. Apart from that, they're pretty expensive to run just because they eat everything. And obviously you do get manure and slurry off of them, which again is another free fertilising product that we could use or we could sell. But we've got all that digestate as well sat in the BJ at the minute. I'm really tempted to sell that off. I found a mod, Missy B's slurry yard, which will take digestate, so I'm going to look into that and possibly just sell the digestate off, and maybe we can just live off of the pigs slurry and the manure when we get more of them. So start to make a mess again. That's the other thing, the more we're going to get of them, they're going to cause chaos. Right, so we need to back in there. Put the little flap down just to try and be a little bit realistic. Oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? That's this way. Trying to take them out of the farm then. So now we should have 30 little piggies. As you can see, the water and the straw's dropped. The feed hasn't dropped massively, but what we're going to do is shut that door up first before they all start running out. Oh dear, didn't want to do that. Put this trailer back. I think we will, every now and then we'll just grab 12 more pigs just to build them up and try and get the breeding going. The sheep we're just going to obviously just use for wool. They're not going to earn us a great deal. That pen only holds 80. I think we're nearly at that limit anyway. I'll check in a minute when we next go in the menu. So let's dump this in there. Yeah, they're definitely not going to take 41,000 litres. But I just wasn't sure because I've not done it like this. This is a little tip that I picked up off of someone. So in theory, if we tip as much in here of sugar beet as it will allow us, tell you what, they are going to take a lot. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought they were going to take. So that should have maxed out the sugar beet bar, which you can see. So now if we tip in any actual pig food, it will just fill up those 3 bars then, where it's not going to run across all 4 bars. And what I'm going to do is we'll harvest the corn, and I'm going to get a trailer load, tip that in, see where that gets us to, and it should be a little bit easier. I know we could obviously get pig food, but while we've got the crops there, we're going to do that, I think. Yeah, 76 sheep, so we're 4 short of a maximum pen. What we'll do now is we'll get rid of this sugar beet, we'll get some more straw for the pigs, and obviously they're going to need some water as well. And I think we're going to have to crack on with the corn as well. We've got sunflowers as well. We could tip, you know, we could get quite a bit off of that, tip that into the pig feed. It just saves us buying it from the shop. I mean, it's all products we're growing, or we've been growing. Because if we look at the pigs, yeah, wheat and barley, we haven't got any of that. We're going to have to start growing some of that just for the chickens alone. They're pretty good though for that. And then they take soybeans, canola and sunflowers, a mixture of that. So yeah, we're going to get there. It's going to be quite interesting. So we want some straw. We'll just take a full load over there, I think. That'll do. Still really dark around here. I don't like it, but I don't want to take any more of these trees down. I've taken quite a few trees down so far, and I'm trying to find the best spot of where we can start planting some more. Somewhere that we're not really going to be using, somewhere area where it's not going to be very useful to us. That would be the best idea. And we're going to grow them and leave them there. We're going to start chopping them down. Look after the environment. Oh yeah, this straw trigger's a bit further in there on the angle on that. Oh. There we go. That was ridiculous. That wasn't worth buying. Getting a full trailer load, was it? Right, so they should just need a little bit of water. So we'll give them, top them up. Oh, I keep on turning the tractor off by accident. Alright, let's disconnect that. And get our little water trailer. And if we've got any left, we'll top up the sheep as well. I think we'll get a full load though. That is terrible reversing. Come on, there we go. You've got to go in quite a fair way to get it to go. Right, once this done, we can crack on with the corn. Like I say, we'll get a few, it might need a couple of trailer loads. So we'll get that bar as far up to 4 as we can, and is that all they took? Yeah, right, this can go in the sheep as well then while we're here. And then I think the rest we might chaff the corn and tip that in the bunker silo. They should only take a little bit. In fact, they've taken more than the pigs. Right, let's get rid of that. So we need to empty this because we're going to be needing this in a second for the corn. I didn't receive any comments about building a town or whatnot, so I'm probably just going to crack on with that as well. Whether it gets sort of done in a time lapse or I do some of it off camera, or most of it off camera, because I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet or where we're going to have the town. But I will get on to that whilst we have got quite a bit of money in the bank. Right, what we'll do is we'll just drop that there and go and grab nice green effect on the soil there. We'll grab our harvester. That can go just there. Now, if I could trust a worker on this field, I would let them carry on. But where it's a bit of a funny shape, I don't think they're going to cope with it. Then we could do a couple of things ourselves. So I'll start it off and we'll see what happens. Right, I've got a worker going on the corn. I don't know where they're going to do. I did a couple of headlands. I think we're going to get rid of this and try and put a shed there, but I know on some maps you get difficulty placing something down where something else has been, if you know what I mean. I think we might have to take that tree down. Maybe that one, but we'll keep that wood chipper obviously there just to be able to get rid of the logs like that. What I'll do is I'll just take this one down and we'll see how it goes. Might have to do a tiny little bit of landscaping. Probably too big for us to pick up. You're gonna let us pick that up? Yes. Oh, there's a branch still left on there. That's okay. That'll get chopped up. Like so. Will it let us pick this up now, or is it still too heavy? Still too heavy. 273 euros for that little piece. How wonderful. Again, this has been a very handy piece of equipment for us, but we're expanding, so we've not really got that much use for it. Ooh. Chucking things around now. That's not going to earn us a lot, but there we go. Actually, I just thought if we get rid of that wood chipper and then have to cut this one down, we're got nowhere to wood chip it. So I think we'll get rid of it now. obviously we'll have to get rid of the stumps as well. Oh man, we haven't busted our silo up, have we? One of those branches, does it? Come on. There we go. He's nearly got a full grain of tank. Or full tank of grain, should I say. That's never going to let us pick that up, is it? No. Right, I'll finish this off and I'll go and rescue the helper. And I'll bring you back in when we're sort of ready to sell. Right, that's the stumps gone. We'll just put that there. I emptied the combine so he could carry on. He's actually doing quite a good job so far, but that is the famous last words. So we're going to try and attempt to do this now. So we want to go into our garage and scroll all the way along until we get to the wood chipper. It's here somewhere. There it is. 26,184 euros. Sell that. Right. Now, I think to be safe, we're going to push this land back a little bit. So we'll go into our landscaping and do R1. It's not letting us go there, which is fine. We can sort this bit out in a second. So you can see how sort of uneven some of it is. If we go back onto here, we'll smooth some of this out so it doesn't look as jagged. That's looking pretty good. Bring that up a bit so it doesn't show the tree stump so much. That's pretty good. Just do that a little bit there and there. Right. Is this going to work? And the shed that I want to put there is this one. Machine shelter with lighting. So it should only cost us 13,650, but we know it's not going to do that. I'll put the help menu on. I mean, just for it to get turned green would be a start. So, I mean, look, straight away, there's nothing wrong with that land. Which is quite annoying. Oh, thought we had something then. There we go. I don't know if that's going to push some of that edge out of that pond, but so it's cost us a little bit more than what it should do, but I'd rather be able to come that way a little bit. We spin. So frustrating these are. Come on, come on. We don't want to do that, we want it like that. Let's go for that. course push that pond out a little bit, but we can sort that out. Let's turn that back off. So this is it. Give us a bit more space. You could probably fit 2 trailers in there side by side if we do, and we have got lights in here. We can touch up all these edges with a bit of the landscaping. Let's just go into here and do this bit first. Try and make the pond look half normal again. And that different colour sort of sand texture there, that's because it's sunk in a bit, hasn't it, and used some of the bottom of the pond. So if we do something like that, that'll get rid of that. Then we want to do this all the way around. Like so. Just so we get rid of that silly little concrete tarmac effect, whatever it is. We've got a bit around the back. We'll keep that on that size actually. Oh, it's all the way through there. And we might as well do this a little bit here while we're there. We'll have all that dirt, I think, through there. I obviously forgot to do this bit when I placed this shed, which was a job I was intending to do. Didn't get around to it. There's a tiny little bit on that edge, down that gap, but I'll sort that out later. So there you go, that's pretty smart, isn't it? Oh, we've got a light switch this end as well. Very snazzy. Right, I'm going to go and jump in the tractor and empty his tank again. Right, we've got a little bit of a problem. I didn't even notice when I jumped in the combine to start with. We've run out of fuel and I've got no way, he's missed a tiny little bit there but done quite well on that bit. I've got no way of getting the fuel over to them at the minute. So what I'll do is I'll tip this corn into the pigs and see where it goes, and I think we'll call it there for this episode. Otherwise we're going to have a little bit of a disaster, I think. I'm going to have to get one of those fuel tanker transporter things and go and rescue him, I think. Little patch of sunflowers there, still not ready. That's a bit odd. It's probably where that worker had his little mishap. So yeah, it took 30,000 sugar beets to fill the bar up in here. I don't know what the corn's going to be like. It's probably going to take more, maybe, I don't know. We'll see where this goes though. Let's have a quick look at the menu. Oh, that's pretty good. That's almost filled it up actually. That was a almost perfect amount we had in there. Right, so I'll probably finish off either, yeah, I might as just harvest the rest of that field as normal, not chaff it, and we'll store the corn and maybe do that again with the pigs. I mean, they'll be good to go for quite a while now with that amount of feed, especially if we get some more. They should be fine for a while. So I'll do all that before the next episode. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. So I don't know why that trailer's not coming down. There we go. It's glitched out. I think it's thinking there's still a little bit of corn in there, which there isn't. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there for this episode, so I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.